Hi everybody, I'm Jay and this is my favorite subject. It's just a series about me and my interests and, my transgender journey for the most part. I should say that I'm not an expert and these are just my experiences and, my own little self-therapy group. So I'll be continuing with the 30 questions, some of which I answered online as part of the Transgender Day of Visibility, which was March 31st. And we move on to the second question, which is, how long have you known? I assume it's saying, how long have I known I'm transgender? I think I've known something was a little bit off about me since middle school. I remember winning a geography bee and I got an inflatable globe and I don't know what it was. Something told me to put it up under my shirt and make it look like I was pregnant, and then that led to water balloons. So I was creating water balloon boobs. I got a bra from an old friend, and then I would just spend the day around the house on weekends wearing my sister's clothes or wearing my mom's clothes or even sleeping wearing this stuff. And sometimes the belly would pop and I would pretend that my waterbed had a leak. And Mom just figured that out this last visit that I had, that's why I was going through towels so often. I revealed my interests to a few friends, but besides the casual comment in a movie, which were usually comedies like Tootsie or Mrs. Doubtfire or Tu Wong Fu with Love Julie Newmar, there just wasn't a lot of details about what it meant to be a crossdresser or to be transsexual or to be a drag queen. Again, from Julie Newmar, all I had was, this one statement by Wesley Snipes.
When a straight man puts on a dress and gets his sexual kicks, he is a transvestite. When a man is a woman trapped in a man's body and has the little operation, he is a transsexual.
I know that.
When a gay man has way too much fashion sense for one gender, he is a drag queen.
I rifled with it for years and I thought maybe I was a woman trapped in a man's body. Maybe I had been a woman in a past life, but I didn't really feel like I needed to be a woman. I just wanted to dress like one once in a while. When I got married, I thought it was time to grow up sexually. I thought I would just grow out of my cross-dressing. I mean, now that I had a woman to make love to and to be with and who loved me in return, maybe my cross-dressing had just been a sexual proxy, so to speak. However, even being married, number one, sex wasn't really that interesting, which led to me learning I was asexual, like much later. But also I was still going online and reading and writing stories about being transgender, and I was drawn to other transgender fiction or any movie that had a transgender element to it, like Switch or books like the Dragon Sword trilogy. So I don't know what it was. Even when I played video games online, I drifted towards playing the female characters. And that could have been because they had really awesome clothes and I liked playing with the character designer. I was 40 years old in 2015 when my wife, after all the trouble we were having, finally said, "You need to figure out if you're transgender or not." So I did my research. I got some counseling, one-on-one. I went to a support group with transgender women and men, and I finally found the definitions that worked for me. I finally figured out what I felt like, and that is a non-binary, gender-fluid, asexual. It just makes sense to me, and as I apply those terms, the way that I define them, retroactively to my entire life, it just makes sense. 2015 was really the perfect time for me to start having these questions because things like Drag Race, Caitlyn Jenner, and other LGBTQIA advocates and events were really becoming mainstream. You could also say it wasn't the best time because that's when we were going through the bathroom panic of transgenders being able to use the bathroom that fitted their gender identity. I've been so fortunate in the last 4 years to have good friends who I cosplay with, supportive people at work, and I'm able to live my full life, and my stress level has gone way down. I realized that even just walking around every day, I was stressed out. I've had people who said, "Yeah, I met you 15 years ago and I always thought you were gay or something because you just looked a little off. And even today, when I mascuzent, I'm not 100% comfortable. I'm really more comfortable when I'm femizenting. So I'm happy. My stress is reduced, and I'm so fortunate to live in a time and have a job where I can be the best version of myself. All right, well, that's it. Again, questions, comments are always welcome. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video if you like, and remember, I love you all, stay healthy, and take care.